Have you ever felt that life is like a race without a finish line? Others always seem one step ahead, more attractive, more successful, more joyful. Meanwhile, you stand in the same place, quietly asking yourself, why am I not like them? What am I lacking? What is wrong with me? This story begins with that feeling, a feeling that is deeply human, yet often hidden, and this time it comes through a simple bird, one that unexpectedly helps us see ourselves more honestly. And this is the story of a black crow who constantly compared itself to the beauty of other birds. In a quiet forest, a young crow stood on the highest branch. The evening wind brushed its black feathers, yet nothing could ease the restlessness weighing on its chest. From where it watched the world, it saw a peacock spreading its blue, green, and gold feathers. Sunlight shimmered on them while people gathered, taking pictures, laughing in admiration. Meanwhile, the crow, whenever it flew down to search for food, humans drove it away. Some threw small stones, others clapped loudly as if trying to chase it off. And in that moment, a thought, small but sharp, slipped into its heart. If only I weren't me. If only I had been born as beautiful as them. That single thought slowly grew, becoming a crack that weakened its sense of worth. Day after day, the feeling consumed it. At night it was restless, and each morning it woke with a heavy heart. It began to believe it was unlovable. If I stay like this, it whispered to itself, will the world always hate me? In that helpless state, it decided to look for an answer. Perhaps another bird knew the secret to happiness. With hesitant wings, it flew toward the lake where a white swan often swam. The swan looked graceful. Its white feathers reflected gently on the water's surface, and villagers often came just to gaze at it. With a voice almost too soft to hear, the crow asked, "Swan, your life must be happy. Everyone admires you. What is it like to be as beautiful as you?" The swan looked at the water, but its eyes held an emptiness, a sadness the crow couldn't explain. "I may be beautiful," it said slowly, "but beauty without freedom is not happiness." It told how humans often took it, used it as decoration, and made it live in fear of being seized at any moment. "They love me only as long as my feathers remain beautiful," it added quietly. The crow fell silent. It finally understood that admiration wasn't always a blessing. Sometimes it was a trap. Yet its heart remained unsettled. It still searched for a creature that lived happily. So it flew farther, finding a colorful bird it always assumed was the happiest among all. Without delay, the crow asked, "Your feathers are so beautiful. Everyone must love you. Isn't that something to be happy about?" The bird gave a small smile, one that never reached its eyes. "My colors make me look cheerful, but they are also why humans cage me, keep me, and force me to sing." Its voice was soft but firm. "My life is no longer mine. Being beautiful to others does not mean being free." Again, something shifted inside the crow. Its envy began to fade, yet it still couldn't fully accept itself. It believed there must be a creature somewhere that lived perfectly, free of burden. Thus, it flew to the high cliffs where the eagle lived, the bird everyone claimed was the strongest and freest. With deep respect, the crow asked, "Eagle, all birds envy you. You fly the highest and everyone fears you. Doesn't that make you happy?" The eagle gazed into the distance before answering. "Flying high allows me to see the world from a place no one else can reach. But the highest place is often the loneliest." It continued, "Many admire my courage and strength, yet they don't know the price I pay. Up there I have no one." The crow felt as though it had fallen from the sky. For the first time, it realized that what the eyes saw was only the surface. Behind every wing lay a story never told. On its way home, its chest tightened as if swallowing a bitter truth that somehow brought freedom. It realized how deeply it had despised itself, when the real problem wasn't who it was, but how it had chosen to see the world. It felt ashamed for being blinded by envy, yet at the same time, it felt a strange relief. For the first time, it asked itself, if all those birds carry their own burdens, why am I so harsh toward myself? That question became its turning point. When the sun began to set, the crow saw its reflection in the lake. Its feathers remained black, its body small. But for the first time, it noticed something different: courage, resilience, and a freedom none of the other birds possessed. It breathed deeply and whispered, firm and calm, I am enough. Not because the world suddenly became kinder, nor because life suddenly became easy. It was enough because it accepted itself completely, and there is no life more beautiful than one embraced wholeheartedly. Life often looks easier from afar, but every person, no matter how beautiful, how high, or how strong, carries burdens we do not see. Comparing ourselves only blinds us to the gifts we already possess. Like the young crow, perhaps we only need to stop hating ourselves and begin seeing life with a more honest heart. If this story opened a new perspective for you, and you want more gentle, deep, and meaningful narratives, feel free to visit the Tales by Theo channel. There, each story reminds us that being ourselves is often the greatest victory of all.